I'm back with another video, and this one is my favorite drugstore products. This has honestly become my favorite look ever. Like, it's just so pretty the way it came out. I just absolutely love how the skin looks. Look how glowy everything is. I just honestly can't wait for you guys to see the products that I use to create this look and talk about my favorite drugstore products. So we better get straight into it. Grab a snack, grab a hot drink. Also comment down below what your favorite drugstore products are. I honestly love reading you guys' comments, and it just really helps me out as well for when I go makeup shopping. And that is pretty much it. So if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let's jump straight into it. Going into my favorite primer that I've fallen in love with recently, this is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I have used this stuff so much lately. So I take quite a bit of it and then I pretty much just put it everywhere. The more you put, the more it's going to give you a smooth base and it's going to fill in those pores. It's pretty much going to fill in all the pores and just make your skin look so blurred and smooth. So I've been absolutely loving this stuff, and like I said, the trick is to use a lot of it. So don't be afraid to just go in with it. Now that we have my primer on, I'm going to go straight into eyebrows. So another one that I've been absolutely loving that has honestly become like a holy grail in my makeup routine has been the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. I love this stuff because of the shade for one, because I do have dark roots. This is just a really nice shade for me. Easy to really get in there and create fine little hairs and strokes and pretty much just create either a bold brow, a thin brow, a bushy brow, like whatever you want to create. I just feel like you have so much control with this product. So as you can see, compared to this side, this one looks a little more fuller, a little bit more defined, and we are going to clean up with concealer as well. So I'm going to repeat that on the other side. If you've been watching me for a while, you know my holy grail drugstore foundation. Like, my absolute favorite drugstore foundation is the L'Oreal True Match. I have been using this, I think, for about 4 or 5 years now, I want to say, and I've just absolutely loved it. I've just fallen in love with it. The reason I absolutely love this foundation, for one, is because it's so lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel cakey, and it's not drying at all as well. So whether you have oily skin or dry skin or even combination, it's going to work for you because it's more of a semi-matte finish. It's not going to be super drying, it's not going to be super glowy or anything like that. It doesn't slip and slide throughout the day. You just really need to set it with a little bit of powder and you're good to go. Blend it out with a brush today. Another thing I love about it is the coverage. It's this beautiful natural looking coverage. You can build it up, you can shear it down. I'm gonna switch to a sponge just to kind of blend it in a little bit more and just really work this foundation into the skin to make it look as natural as possible. So for eyes, now let me talk about eyes for a second. You guys have probably seen this in my videos from last year. I really highly recommend this drugstore eyeshadow palette. So this is the Makeup Revolution times Roxy Ride or Die palette. So it's called the Ride or Die palette, and this is just the most beautiful eyeshadow palette. You really get a wide range of colors to choose from. You can create so many different looks. The mattes blend so nicely, and the shimmers as well. So I'm first going into Pumpkin, which is right here. I'm going into my next shade, which is called Cola. This, if you tilt your head back, is gonna go right, look how pigmented that is. It's gonna go right in the lower portion of the crease, just underneath where we put Pumpkin. Nice and blended, it's looking nice and sultry. I'm gonna go in with my next shade. So I'm going into Ember, which is this nice taupey bronze shade. You know, I might need to wet this brush. Okay, much better. Look how foiled and beautiful that looks. So it's so annoying, but I just had to switch my lens because my other lens was getting really foggy because it's super cold in the room. But all I did was apply a brow bone highlight and I used a matte shade. So the one I used was this one right here, which is called Boo. And I just used that as my brow bone highlight and just buffed it out just to soften out the darker shades. For my inner corner highlight, I'm using Iconic, which is this shade right here. This one is so beautiful. It just really brings the look together. It's a really nice gold, light gold. You can even put a tiny of this just in the center. Now moving on to eyeliner. So my favorite eyeliner. Now, I know I always use my MAC and my NYX, which are these two right here. The NYX Epic Ink Liner and the MAC Brush Black. Those two are my favorites. But before I used to use those, this was the only eyeliner I used until I discovered the NYX and the MAC. I've been using this, and this is the Collection Cosmetics Extreme 24-Hour Felt Tip Eyeliner. This is, I believe, only a UK brand, but it's honestly one of the best eyeliners I've ever used. And okay, so the wings aren't matching, but you know, at this point I just kind of go with the flow. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. So one of my holy grail mascaras, apart from the Maybelline Big Shot Colossal, that's one of my favorites as well. I've been using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. I absolutely love this mascara. It's a complete dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I really love this stuff. Now that I have my mascara on, we're gonna go straight into concealer. So my two favorite concealers ever for Drugstore has been the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This one is in Porcelain, and the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer. So let me talk about this for a second. The Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate I absolutely love because it's exactly like the Tarte Shape Tape, but the hydrate part of it means that it's going to really moisturize those under eyes, and it's not going to look cakey or drying under the eyes. And it has hyaluronic acid, so anything that has hyaluronic acid in it is really good for plumping and hydrating the skin. So to have this in a concealer is really great because it's going to give you the coverage and it's going to give you the healthiness and hydratedness. That's not a word, but you know, it's going to be really nice under the eyes. So I absolutely love that one. And of course my LA Girl Pro Concealer. The reason I love this is because it's so full coverage, but the part I love about it the most is that it's super creamy and blendable. It doesn't settle into fine lines. It lasts all day, like all day long. It's the most long-lasting concealer I've ever used for it to be Drugstore. And not only that, but like I said, it's super creamy, so you have a lot of blend time with it. We're gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution first, and then that one afterwards. So with this one, this is in C2.5. I like to use quite a lot of it. I'm just gonna blend that out and then use my LA Girl on top. Next, I'm going into my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Porcelain. As you can see, I just kind of go ham with it and put as much as I like on it. So these two work really nicely together because they are both hydrating concealers and they're both creamy, both of them. So they work like a dream when you pair them together. So if you have dry under eyes or have a hard time finding two concealers that work together, then definitely go for something like this. So now that we have a beautiful base going on, I'm gonna go into my favorite setting powder, that's Drugstore. This is the Collection Sheer Loose Powder, and it is in translucent. So next, for my actual powder all over, you guys have seen me rave about this as well. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Transparent Powder. So again, this comes in a lot of shades, but I like to use the one that has no color and I just take a nice big brush and just set my face with this. Really, really smooth and fine. It's not powdery. It doesn't look powdery at all. As you can see, it just looks so baby smooth. It almost looks like baby powder on your skin. And I love that it's transparent as well, so you can pretty much not mess around with the color of your foundation and just put this right on top. Anyone of any color can use this, especially if you have oily skin. I'd highly recommend this because it's really going to keep those oils at bay. So now that my whole face is set, so as you can see, that powder just really binds everything together. I just freaking love that powder. We're going to go into bronzer. So again, another favorite of mine. I actually ran out of my old one, so I had to go and get a new one just to film this video. This is the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. So again, another Rimmel product. This is in Sun Bronze, and it is a beautiful light tan bronze shade. This blends really nicely on top of the foundation, especially on top of this powder, because they are the same formula. It glides on really, really nicely, and as you can see, it just creates the most beautiful contour shade. If you are fair like me, this is a really great one to have as well. So now we have really, really nice bronzy skin. Absolutely love this look. So next we're going to go into my favorite drugstore blushes. These are the Milani baked blushes. Everyone knows these, everyone's seen these. I have a few shades, but I decided to pull out these two just for today. I think with the look I'm going for, this one is going to be absolutely perfect, so we're going to use that one today. This is the Berry Amore blush, and it is just what the name suggests, a beautiful berry toned shade. It has a nice amount of sheen to it. So the reason I love these is because it doesn't look glittery or shimmery on the cheeks. It just gives you a very healthy glow. You really can't go wrong with these blushes from Milani. So now that we have my blusher on, we're going to go into my favorite highlighter. So there are so many highlighters that I love from the drugstore. The Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powders are amazing. The Maybelline Master Chrome as well. But one that's really been stuck with me has been the Makeup Revolution Reloaded highlighters. They have a ton of shades, but one of my favorites is Raise the Bar. This is a beautiful golden shade, which looks like that. And just watch how pretty. You guys need to all go out and get this. If you were to take away one product from today's video, it has to be this highlighter. I mean, the formula is everything. Like for me, when it comes to makeup, it's always about formula. My favorite lip liners from the drugstore is the NYX one. So these are the NYX lip liners, and they just have a bunch of shades to choose from. The reason I love them is because they are so creamy and smooth, and again, it just lines the lips without looking, I don't know, too much or without being too dry. So this one is in Natural. Also, I'm really sorry if you can see a mustache. I really need to, you know, get rid of these little hairs. So listen, it's natural, I'm keeping it real. I have two favorite lip products that I want to show you guys today. This one, I don't know if they do anymore, so I don't know if I should be using it, but this is the Maybelline lipstick in Bare All, and this is like the perfect dupe to MAC's Flesh Pot or Myth. It is just that pale nude shade. I don't know if they do it anymore. But another one of my favorites, I just picked out a couple here, is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. A holy grail of mine. I struggle to find a good matte lipstick because my lips get dry every second of the day. And these I find don't dry out my lips. So that's why it's my holy grail lipstick from the drugstore. I'm going to use these two today. So it's a little pink for this look, so I'm going to go into Athens. And you can see it just instantly tones it down. I think I'm actually going to go in with that Maybelline lipstick as well, just to show you guys in case it is still available. Oh, my lips are so dry. And going back in again with Athens. So this is pretty much the look. As you can see, it's just the most prettiest look that I think I have ever done. So to finish it off, I'm going to go in with setting spray, and of course my favorite setting spray is the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. So I'm just going to be using this one today. I really hope this video was helpful for you guys. Of course, everything is listed down below, and let me know what you think about this look. Let me know what you think about the drugstore products, if you guys use any of this stuff, or if all of the stuff is brand new to you. So as usual, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what your favorite drugstore products are, and until next time, I will see you guys all in my next video.